We are live!
Hey, and I'm going to stop saying my normal catchphrase.
Don't say fudge or burger. So we've been out in the woods today, as usual.
Filming for next Friday's video.
Friday's video.
Friday's video, yeah. Or is it this Friday?
It was this Friday, yeah.
Oh, this Friday's video.
Yeah.
This Friday's video.
I think so.
Somebody's saying Yahoo!
Yeah! RD, hi
RD.
coaches!
RD.
RD.
Hello, RD.
Hello, Japan.
Hey.
I think it's hello from Japan.
Hey, coaches. John Kennedy.
Hey.
So really, this is a bit of an impromptu live feed. We're just kind of in the mood to chat.
Yeah.
Nice little video we did there with a slightly different finish for a Friday.
As always. Hello, man. Hello.
Hello. So Friday's video is going to be quite a nice one actually. We'll give you a few ideas for some healthy snacks. Let's just leave it with that.
It's funny, we said, right, well we go, we do a live feed, and we're like, yeah, and we spent the last 20 minutes trying to balance the camera on a tree because we didn't have our usual kind of claw.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got a whole kind of thing going on here, using twigs and branches and logs.
Hey, Gina's on there, good morning, one of our clan members.
One of our clan members, Gina, how we doing?
Everyone's shouting us to get naked. We wanted to be naked.
No.
Rab, you are so handsome. Well, thank you very much, Dale. Do you, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it's going to be one of those type of days, right?
Yeah. Maybe we'll just cut this live feed.
Yeah. Did anybody see us on Channel 4?
Yeah, did anybody watch Channel 4 on Monday night?
For those that are in the UK, for those that are not in the UK, it'll be not the same Channel 4, right?
I don't know if you can get it on 4OD.
Is right?
Yeah, I'm not too sure if it'll be on yet though. I don't know how quickly after a live, it wasn't a live show, but how long after something is aired that's on 4OD.
Yeah. Well, we released the video today of it was our version of it from, was that January we filmed that?
Oh, somebody watched us. Oh, it's Holly. Holly's on. Hi, Holly.
Hey, Holly. Caught your video of it.
Dallas, Texas. Remember that TV program, Dallas?
Yeah, but was it not an epic thing where they killed off JR? I think it was JR. But then they brought him back. It was just like a dream. So shit. You're like, what?
Yeah.
I think it was JR that killed off.
That's kind of like Twilight, isn't it? With a big epic battle scene. You're like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then it's just like, no, it's just a premonition. It might not
Twilight.
happen.
Yeah.
You're like, oh come on, that's absolutely awful.
And then they all turn tail
programming.
and run. And you're like, that wouldn't happen if we didn't get dressed up for nothing. We would have still fought them, even if that's what it was.
Is it possible to order the kilts you're wearing? Do you sell them? No, we've actually ordered some too, so that we can sell them, but we wanted to be double sure on the quality. So we've ordered some. We've got them all Kilted coaches, kind of logoed up, and they're on their way from the suppliers.
Somebody said, did you just compare Dallas to...
Something's blocking the camera, look.
It's because we're hanging it kind of on a branch here.
Yeah, how's that? Is that better? Oh, shit.
Whatever.
Is that better?
Yeah, somebody's saying compare Twilight to Dallas. We meant the whole kind of shitty, dreamy ending. That's what we meant.
Yes, we did just compare Twilight to Dallas. Because that's the way we roll.
Yeah. What tartan is it? It's the Royal Stuart. But soon we'll have our Kilted coaches.
Yeah. Who's Annie?
No idea. Joe Suarez is on. Hey, Joe.
Oh, hi, Joe.
Oh, Joe, we got your whiskey. Thank you very much, sir.
We've not sampled it yet, Joe.
No, we're going to save it for tomorrow night.
Yep. So tune in tomorrow night, Joe, please, because we're going to have a little Dalmore.
The bottle of the Dalmore's nice, isn't it?
It looks incredible, right?
Yeah. They're very clever with that, the bottling of it, because they've got the kind of stag on the front.
It's almost like the most famous type of bottle of whiskey now because of that. It's just very iconic.
And then people don't want to throw out the bottle because it's so nice, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Stephen Rad, Daniel Millard's on.
You guys are
a bit nuts. Yeah, man. Look behind you, what the fuck? I better not swear, I'm trying to keep it PG.
Look behind you.
Somebody with their dog will come walking, we'll be like,
yeah, whatever. It's because we've got the camera there, we can see behind us.
Oh, that's right, actually, yeah.
Kilted in Hollydale, California. Where's Hollydale?
Sounds pretty cool though, right?
Joe's saying, wait, you got it. Yeah, Joe, we did get it.
It arrived, was that yesterday? Or no,
I think
we
it
were
was,
filming?
yes, was it yesterday? It may have arrived before yesterday, but it was in my pigeonhole. It was too big to go in my pigeonhole at the business centre. That sounds weird, doesn't it?
You mean a bottle of whiskey wouldn't fit in your pigeonhole? Shoot at work now, can't watch. See you later, Rob, no worries.
Rob, see you later.
Shout out please, now let's see the name. Rez Mirafuentes.
Whoa. That's I'm glad you tried to say that one.
Yeah. Is this the same place you filmed the campfire video?
Gina, good spot. It's actually a slightly different angle.
Yep.
So how the hell you knew that? But yes, it is.
Well spotted. Except this time we didn't, well, we're not going to spoil it for you. We didn't make an actual fire this time, but we still made fire, right?
We still technically made fire.
We made a modern fire.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh god, everyone telling everybody else off.
I know.
How old are you guys? Well, one of us is 33 and the other one's 34. Is that right? We'll just leave that there.
I'm not too sure what that means.
I don't know. There are people that
We actually just get a lot of entertainment from some of these comments.
What a way to spend a Wednesday afternoon, right? Massachusetts. That's one word I wouldn't be able to spell without looking at it.
No.
Masseu.
Massachusetts.
I'm bugging now.
Massachusetts.
Gina's asking, just filmed the Friday video. Yes, we did. We have just filmed it in the woods.
Or George Wally. Holy Kilted Batman. Is that Tom and Thor I see? Yes it is. Hell yes it is.
Hey Rab, you got bigger and bigger. Very nice. I'm just closer to the camera. Objects appear larger when they're closer to the camera.
I feel like you're kind of like off in the corner at the moment. No
one puts baby in the corner.
We need to reframe here. Hang on.
If you saw how we're doing this right now, you'd be like,
I know we're balancing it with like a wee stick. I need another stick. Hang on. Right. This stick is going to do the job. Watch this.
Right. You put your wee stick in there.
I will put my little stick in there. And that sounded filthy. That made it worse. Hang on.
Oh well. Bethany's there, one of our other clan members, Bethany.
And now our heads are chopped off.
As always with the Kilted coaches, you can expect pure professionalism with our camera work. You can expect nothing less. Need a camera.
Is that it?
Possibly, actually, Holly. You could come and film us. You'd have to find us first, though.
I will find you.
I will find you!
I was thinking more Taken. I will find you, and I will kill you.
I have a special skill set.
Yeah, that's better framing, right? There's more of Rab now.
Monaka's on.
And we know how you like to look, Coach
Put
Rab.
your wee stick in there. You should come and do a shoot in sunny Cape Town. That'd be pretty
We
awesome.
should. You know what? Are you going to pay for our travel expenses? Because we will come do it free of charge.
Love to go to South Africa. Boom, boom, boom.
And no, we can't move the camera back because we've had this whole setup. We've been working on it for about half an hour.
If you want, we can jump off the seat and just stand further back for you.
Yeah, we could. This was supposed to be like, yeah, let's do a live feed and chat nonsense.
Yeah.
And it took us half an hour to set up. So yeah.
Are popping out today.
Gun show, Rab. Gun show.
Welcome to the gun show.
Look at that. He's been picking up logs for the past 30 minutes trying to get a nice little spot.
It's what a guy. I need the hair on to do that. They may take our lives.
They may take our live feeds.
Yeah. Well, the innuendos for that are awesome.
Oh dear.
What's the other comment?
How is the Thor progress coming, Stephen? It's actually doing pretty good. Getting stronger. Chest is sort of growing a little bit.
Your traps have definitely got chunkier,
Traps,
haven't they?
yeah. So since we've been doing the strongman stuff, you know, it's something I've never really worked on. I've been more sort of posture and mobility orientated, but actually doing the strongman stuff has been incredible. And straight away I can feel my traps, which wasn't really part of the goal, but it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm bitten by something.
We've got that again on Friday, and man, Stephen Cherry doesn't take any prisoners, does he?
Nah, you don't get away with anything.
I'll try and cry a little less
And do you know the good thing about it, right? So Rab and I have got our strengths and our weaknesses, okay? So Rab's strength are in his strength. Okay, so Rab's like as strong as a bloody rhino eating a bear.
Because a rhino on its own is not as strong, but when it's eating a bear, it's not as strong.
I mean, what's stronger, a rhino or a rhino eating a bear?
Clearly the rhino eating a
Right.
bear, right?
So Rab's as strong as a rhino eating a bear. Whereas mine is kind of more in my grip strength. So when it's the two of us, but this is where I've got one up, because if I can't press something, I can't press it, plain and simple. I'll give it a go, can't do it, great, put the weight down. When Rab can't pull something or lift something because your grip strength, Stephen Cherry's like, nah, keep going like that.
yeah. And I get absolutely beasted for it. Well, it's
That's
not that I
funny.
don't have grip strength, it's the endurance in the grip.
Yeah.
We did this bag lift, for example, and it was a 75 kilo sack. And at first I tried to put it on my shoulder. Stephen's like, not this Stephen Cherry, the Cherry Bomb. He was like, nah, Rab, you've got to carry this thing like a baby, you know. And I went down and up, and that was it. My forearms were just pumped, and there was nothing in them. Then we did this arm over arm thing. I had nothing in the tank. I couldn't grip it. I ended up having to cup the rope with both hands. I was like, pooh. It did get pretty comical,
funny,
right?
Yeah.
I'm sure the grip is coming. I'm sure it's coming.
You said grip strength.
I also said pool.
Oh yeah.
What else?
Hey guys, mid-morning in New York. I can't hang with you. Sending your best. Is that John? John Rinaldi. Oh.
Yeah.
What do you mean you can't hang with us? You got more important things to do, John.
In New York in the morning.
Yeah.
Can't think what would be so.
I know, it's so important.
Now, if we were in New York in the morning, we'd still probably not tune in, would we? We'd go and do a workout in Central Park or something.
Stephen's arms are looking mighty fine.
What was that? Any tips on man boobs? We did a video actually on how to get abs after 40 for men. The hormonal supplement tips in there are priceless. You could also work on either a bench press routine or press ups, and lowering overall body fat is the key. We'd love to see more training. What was that? Sorry,
Gina's saying we should love to see more training sessions with the Cherry Bomb.
with the cherry. Oh well, you will, Gina. Don't worry, because we've got a project with the Cherry Bomb, and we are now. There's no getting out of it, right?
Yeah, well underway. Yeah, we need to film more of it, really, shouldn't we?
Maybe. Will we film this one's Friday then when we're there?
Potentially, depends what we're doing. Just recovering from last Friday, to be honest. But
I know my back is almost better. Nothing more important.
Oh, John. Oh well. We'll let you off then, John. Yeah, fair play to you. I hope that if anybody has been affected by any of the hurricanes, then please be safe and look after your loved ones. John, thumbs up to you, buddy, for helping with the relief for that. We'll give you a pass.
It's because we don't get hurricanes here.
I know.
We don't really get extreme weather at all.
Working up to be able to do a dead hang.
A dead hang? Is that?
It depends what you mean by a dead hang, because I've
Is that not the one when you hang upside down by your feet and then pull yourself all the way up? Is that one? Or?
Sometimes it's literally just hanging from a bar. Depends what. Please explain what you mean by a dead hang.
Any tips for more defined back? Lots of pulling exercise. Get yourself a TRX, Gina.
And keep going with the clan workouts, Gina, because they are going to get bigger and better. Really, it's a case of lowering your body fat percentage and making sure that your posture is good. Who's that saying? I think you guys should do a Friday video that's live. Wouldn't it be exciting? Stephen should.
Yeah. The thing is, sometimes we get the whipping off the kilts wrong, so if that was live, holy shit, we'd have to get it right.
See, the Friday videos, there's always editing required, so a live Friday video might not work. Although, to be fair, we are actually going to start doing the live feeds on Friday night.
Yeah, so the Thursday night live feed that will be on tomorrow night will only be running for a couple more weeks.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have an official live show.
I think it's maybe 3 more. Is it 3 more Thursdays?
I think so, yeah.
I think it's 3 more Thursdays, and then we're changing it to a Friday, just because the late nights on the Thursday are killing us for the Friday mornings.
Somebody asked, who's it asking about CrossFit? Mr. Terrific, what a name.
Mr. Terrific. What
it's like Captain Fantastic, right? Mr. Terrific, what do we think of CrossFit? Yeah, it's great. For a beginner going into CrossFit, be careful, because CrossFit is all about doing medium, sometimes heavyweight, fast, and then one after the other. Now the problem is if you were just doing one movement on its own, doing the training on its own, yeah, that's fine, you can be strict form. The problem is when you're trying to rep, clean and press 10 reps at whatever 100 kilo, then you're moving on to the next exercise and doing burpees and press ups and then running this, because you're going as fast as you can, form goes out the window. And exactly what happened with me at the strongman, I hurt my back just because I was trying to do something too quick. So just be careful, basically.
Yeah. I watched a video, a friend of ours actually, you know her, I won't mention her name, has been doing CrossFit, and I've seen a video, and although you can admire them for what they do, because it's tough, and it is tough, it's really, really difficult training. Doing something like a deadlift, for instance, doing a deadlift at speed is just not the right way to do it. And it looks silly, it's dangerous, because you can't focus on your technique. The other thing you would say is, what's the point? What's the point in doing like all these like mad reps as fast as you can? And ultimately it comes down to, it's like, well, it's a competition, you're trying to do better in a competition, but you're not necessarily developing the muscles in the most efficient way. But it all comes down to a choice, you know, what are you training for in the first place? Sorry, I've been distracted because a message just popped up on your screen. Yeah, it depends what you're training for in the first place. If you want to develop, you know, a good physique, ultimate strength, you want to lower your body fat percentage, I would say there are more efficient and safer ways of doing it than CrossFit. And that's just my personal opinion. That does not represent the Kilted coaches.
Whereas CrossFit, I think, is kind of cool in a way that some people only go to the gym and only train, but they're not really training for anything. So suddenly it gives them a sport that they can then compete in. You know, most people that compete in sport do the exercise to back up a particular
there's
technique.
another clan member, James.
Hey, James.
Hughes. Hi, James. How we doing?
Whereas that's one of the benefits of CrossFit, especially when you see the CrossFit World Championships when they set up on that big football field. They have to run and climb chains, and it's a way of like turning it into competition, just your standard gym workout. You know?
And don't get me wrong, some of the CrossFit stuff's cool as buggery.
It's buggery.
It's really cool, like climbing ropes and you know, kind of battle ropes, box jumps, run, swim. You know, the CrossFit Games is absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
It's the generic stuff like fast deadlifts. I just don't quite get that. I just don't get
again,
it.
Is it? The camera.
Oh, has it?
It looks like it's lower.
Oh yeah. Used to be doing that
Professionals again. Professionals. There's a wee stick falling. Is that what it is? Hey, that's what happened.
Better.
Somebody just said thank you for motivating him. Who was that? Eric. Somebody. Portland, Oregon. Morning, James. Oh, we said James. Yep. Hi from Argentina.
I don't know.
I'm watching you from behind that tree. Tony. Which tree, Tony? Tell us. We've lost it.
Yeah.
Let's bring it to the bottom. We'll never get through them all. We will never get through them all, ever. Not even if there's a fire.
Cover a topic on sexual health, or is that too taboo for YouTube?
Depends. There'll be certain flag words in there that will probably mean it'll get demonetized, right? Yeah, our camera did fall, Tony. Was that you, Tony? Was that you throwing stuff?
I was wondering about your back rub. After watch the first training, did you hurt yourself on the deadlift? How's your back after the duck walk, Stephen?
Yeah, well, that was well noticed, Gina. That's why I didn't do the tyre flip.
Tyre flips are good fun as well. You'd have liked that.
I can normally do the tyre flip as well, but I was buckled that whole session after the deadlift because I hurt my back. It's because recently, which I've changed now, this is my own blooming fault, sharpen your axe. I've just been too lazy. I've been doing a lot of running, but not enough stretching. So I got really tight and had issues with the back anyway. And did heavy deadlifting. And it's not been great. And it's almost healed. I've been stretching every day, a couple of times a day with clients as well. So it's almost fixed. It's more muscular now. But I won't make that mistake again. But yeah, you're right. I did injure the back. That's why I was strapped up at the end of the video actually.
Yeah, that's why.
Getting it lengthened out. Yeah, so and that's why I didn't do the tyre. Well noticed.
There you go. You're my motivation to be fit again. Thank you so much. You are very welcome. Georged. You've been Georged.
Capaldi versus Tennant to the death. Who wins? Is that Doctor Who, I guess?
I have no idea.
I think it is. I don't know, Doctor Who's one of those things where I kind of watch it on and off, but I can't remember the last time I actually watched it, to be honest.
I don't watch Doctor Who, it's not really my thing.
I think they're going to have a chick for Doctor Who next.
Yeah.
How's that for
Any more recommendations, Stephen Rabb? I broke both heels and left wrist in January. Most exercises need to use all parts I damaged. Any advice? Gratefully received. Both heels and what was it? Left wrist.
Oh wow.
In January though, so are they healed? How do they feel? What can you do? Is your heel healed? I mean, if you're just breaking bones, it should have healed within sort of 6 to 8 weeks.
Depends on what you did to your heel, because I would imagine that you might be off impact for a while, certainly.
Yeah. So basically, any sort of closed chain exercises. So really, kind of, there's no, you don't want any impact at all. No movement really. So things like squats and whatnot, you should be able to do. But the main advice is see a physio first if you're not already doing so. And he's saying they're healed. So I would say just get back into it. Start very small. Start as if you were a beginner, and then just build up.
Or even get yourself a trainer that can keep an eye on your form, because again, you might be fine for the first 5 or 6 reps, but then you'll get careless if you're tired on your own. If you've got a trainer looking after you, might
just build up. Be sensible.
Look at the triceps on Stephen. Welcome to the Tri Show.
I don't know. I think your triceps are better than mine. Remember that? What was it? The meditation pose. Your triceps were like.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was out in the Buttercups. Why do you build me up?
That an offer, Rab? Well, I'm not too sure
what. No Doctor Who, but you know.
Mystical salad fingers.
That is genius. Happy days, Alistair. I like Krusty's. If nobody's ever seen the absolute creep, go and watch Salad
Fingers is funny.
Oh my god.
I'm going to stroke this rusty kettle.
It's so funny because I watched the video based on what it's all. He's apparently a war vet.
Yeah.
There's loads of links to that, and he's come back from war and he's
got PTSD and stuff.
There's loads of hidden meanings apparently.
Oh, that's funny.
Rab said get a trainer.
Right, okay, got you. Can't see that I am. What else?
Ben,
so here's something, right? So when we change our live show on from the Thursday to the Friday, we're going to change the format as well. Now what we're looking for is there's Colin Farrell on. Fucking love you in SWAT.
I love him in Bruges.
Oh, that's a great film.
When the big fat guy's trying to go up the stage, he's like, "You'll not fit up there." Speaking of that, actually, not that, but again, we were on our Channel 4 on Monday there, and we can't believe our accent.
I know.
Like when we do our YouTube videos,
we watch ourselves. Great conversation starter. We obviously we got to watch our videos back to edit them and everything else, and we hear our accent all the time. But when we're on Channel 4 on Monday, we're like, "Whoa, who are these guys?"
It's like they took the Scottish style and turned it right up, right? Stephen, I want to ask you a naughty question, but I will behave.
Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate that.
Restraint.
And what was I saying? Yeah, so when we change to the Friday, we're going to have more of a live show format. So it's not just a case of us jumping on and having a bit of banter with you. We want to have like a solid structure. Now, we've got a few ideas just ourselves, but if you've got any ideas that would make a really good show, then fire them our way. We might consider them. We might not. We might tell you go fuck yourself, but we might consider them.
Imagine we did that in the comments. It's
Yeah.
like, Rab, don't shave your chest, go fuck yourself.
See, you can say it in a generic term because we're not singling out anybody.
I know, it's just boom. Loved your video, go fuck yourself. Very bad connection, but we'll still be streaming.
Somebody, I just lost the comment there. Who was it saying? Joey Gallen from Los Angeles. Do you have any water or pool exercises?
Oh wow, that would actually be a good episode.
That would be. Don't know how we'd do it in a kilt, mind you.
Yeah.
We'd have to take the kilts off for that one.
Have to be tartan panties for that one. But yeah, if you actually do proper aqua aerobics, it's one hell of a workout. I remember when I went and did the course, it was me and there was this big bodybuilder guy. And the person taking the course, they just basically said, right, obviously you guys lift weights, but just go hell for leather with all these pool exercises.
Yeah. And
holy shit, when you did, we were burst after a couple of minutes. Now, granted, the kind of clientele that usually go to aquarobics, I'm not stereotyping here, but I kind of am. They just want the sort of gentle workout. They just want to run through the motions. But if anyone went to aquarobics that was fit and really went to town on it, they'd get one heck of a workout.
Yeah, they would. There's a few questions I want to respond to here.
Did I working with ninjas?
So Gina's asking, will the Friday show be at the same time? Yes, I believe it will be. Maybe a bit earlier. We're not too sure at the moment, Gina, for that one. Where do you want us to submit the ideas for the new show?
Well, that's an interesting one because our emails have been transferred over to our management team now.
Yes,
so
we don't actually get a lot of emails anymore.
We only get important ones.
Unfortunately, we were getting a hell of a lot of junk emails, and it was a shame because a lot of people who were emailing us were getting missed out. So, yeah, where did they respond to that?
Maybe on Facebook, maybe, or tweet.
Yeah, let's tweet us. Please go Twitter and tweet us.
Yeah, give us.
Because we're trying to build our Twitter up, so please go into Twitter and tweet us.
Yeah.
And there was another question there as well.
Something about ninjas, or was that injuries? Maybe I misread it. I could have sworn I saw ninjas.
I'm going to read this because it's funny. Monica Morgan, I love a good spelling error because when it's appropriate. Nothing wrong with the way you spec.
I can understand you.
Sound funny when you cuss. Works.
There's something about ninjas, I'm telling you.
Injuries, do you still read it? Oh yeah, that was the one I wanted to respond to. Daniel, do you still read our comments on YouTube? I have no idea how you keep up. I give you a lot of credit. So Daniel, with that one, yeah, we like to try and keep up with comments. Unfortunately, we're just getting way too many now. So when we first started, we're like, yeah, we're going to respond to every single comment. And then we're like, yeah, we can't keep that up. Unfortunately, it's just impossible. As soon as we come to it, we've literally got like a few minutes in the day just to go on. I tend to do it when I put my boy to bed. You know, he's kind of like dozing off, and I've got the phone out trying to respond to comments. It's really the only time I get, and we just can't respond to all comments. But we do read them all. Yeah. We do read them all. So yes. Is cardio or strength training better for fat loss?
I think a combination, but strength training is great because you burn calories for hours afterwards.
Yeah. The main thing for me is in order for you to get continued success or continued results, you have to progress your training. It has to be progressive. If say for instance you did cardio, you have to keep progressing. So running longer distances, running faster, going uphill, doing more cycling, swimming, whatever it might be, it has to progress. But you get to a certain stage with cardio that you just can't do anymore. Like you train for a marathon, so then once your body's responded to it, and you'll get results over say a 3 to 4 month period as you're progressing, but then you hit a plateau and you can't progress it any further. So cardio for me is more of a tool that is great for fat loss, but with weight training you can always progress. You can always lift more weight, you can do more reps, you can slow the movement down, you can do a slightly different angle, and then once you've gone through all these different things, you can then go back to the start and do it all again because your body's changed over years to do that. So yeah, for me it's strength training with complemented with cardio.
How's it hanging, Lee Cooley? What's that line from Liar Liar? Small, shriveled, and always to the left.
Is there any way to overcome small calf genetics? I've got small calf genetics. It's just really the answer is keep at it. If you're trying to build any sort of muscle, you've got to accept that you may put on a bit of fat if you're doing it properly, because you really want to get the calories in and getting the reps up. Actually, what I've realised about strongman training is it's great for these little small areas. Like we haven't done any shrugs for traps, but my traps have developed because you're holding on to stuff. We haven't done any calf raises, but my calves have developed because you're doing like
sheer weight.
The weight going through the body. And I remember when we first started the Kilted coaches, we did these. We had the harness on, and you're dragging this big ship chain. It's like an anchor chain behind you. And what was it, like 300 kilograms or something?
Each link was there 6 links? Each one must have been 50 kilograms.
Yeah, something like that. Really, really heavy. And all you're doing is dragging it, and the calves afterwards were like throbbing. So the advice here is get a lot of weight on and get the reps.
Yeah. Especially because like when we go to shrug, if we put a lot on the bar, you don't get the quality rep. But when we were carrying those farmers walk at the strongman, the weight was far more than we would shrug, and man, it just.
And you know, and Cherry Bomb made a good point. He said because when you were doing the yoke, you had the yoke on, it was like 180 kilograms, and your calves were just bulging.
Oh, really?
You can see the veins, and the Cherry Bomb said, "See how much his calves are working." The calves looked awesome. It's time for a siesta.
Siesta. Who's on a siesta?
Tough Power 750. Any advice to help keep the focus on my chest and away from my shoulders on chest
good
day?
shout, Ash. That's a really good question.
Well, is it
next Wednesday's?
Next Wednesday. Who said that? It was
that's a really good
Scott Hottling. Scott Hottling. So basically, I've got this very problem, and we did a video, not necessarily on that one thing, but it was mentioned on next Wednesday's video. Ultimately, what you need to do is deactivate your shoulders and activate the chest.
Activate the chest.
Activate. Attention.
Kind of need the foam roller for that, right?
Yes.
Attention.
So we did a video next Wednesday, so tune in and you'll see the video then and you'll get some good advice.
Yeah, that's a good one though. Good question.
Sup, Buttercups?
What brings you to us at this odd time? Well, Stephen, we have just been filming, sir, and we thought we'll go live in the woods.
Yeah, because
that's what we
do.
We
like
right?
chatting to you guys. You're very welcome, Scott. Hopefully you'll enjoy next Wednesday's video.
I just made sourdough bread from scratch. Happy days.
What's that one?
Sourdough bread. I've had that before, actually.
Any exercises for love handles? Love handles are just body fat. So look at reducing your overall body fat. So big compound movements. You can do a few crunches and whatnot, but it's not really that effective. You want to have squats, deadlifts, bench press, shoulder press, lat pull downs,
the heavy
box
calorie
jumps,
burners, basically.
clean and press. All the big energy sappers. Get them on the go. Lower your body fat percentage, and your love handles will
Tony
disappear.
says he's going. So which tree's he behind?
Where is he?
Where's the bastard?
No whiskey is sacrilege.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. But we've got whiskey tomorrow night. We've got some from Joe.
Why?
Why would you go for whiskey when
Scotch? What do you think Scotch is?
It's the old classic, right? It's if you're in Brazil nuts are just called nuts, right? So here, our Scotch, as you would call it, is just called whiskey.
Yeah.
But obviously abroad, it's then labelled as Scotch, which is genuine Scotch whiskey.
Where here it's just whiskey.
Here it's just whiskey.
Yeah. It's kind of like going to China and asking for Chinese food.
Or India for India.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Can I get some Indian food? Sure. What do you want? But my trainer tells me to stick to freeways only. Mr. Terrific, sack your trainer. There's no one exercise that is the best and everything else should be avoided. I mean, I've just slagged off CrossFit slightly, but still saying it's a pretty good form of exercise.
You gave it a bit of a pounding, mate. I had their corner, but you were going it down on it. You're like, fucking hell.
So yeah, cables are incredible for activation. I mean, if you're wanting to build big muscle, for instance, like you mentioned triceps, right? If I wanted to build big triceps, I might do a little bit of pre-activation on a cable machine. Getting some really kind of good squeeze on the triceps, but then going into some maybe tricep dips, so it's a bigger compound movement, get a lot more weight through the triceps. Obviously bench press, shoulder press, all these big pressing movements. Target the triceps as well. So, but cable machine is good for either activation beforehand or indeed polishing them off after a workout. So once you've done all your big compound movements with whether it be free weights or body weight or whatever it might be, or even machines are good as well. Finishing it off with a tricep squeeze on the cable is awesome, right? It feels incredible. So
you'll know yourself, whatever equipment you use, if you feel it working and doing a good job, happy days.
Yeah.
Don't be lulled into anyone giving their absolute religious opinion on weights. You gave me the motivation for the gym. I'm off for my workout. Hopefully I don't hurt my quad like I did Friday. Put me out of commission for a few days. Well, fingers crossed that doesn't happen, Bethany.
Yeah, fingers crossed for you. Agreed, Stephen Perry. I have no idea what Stephen Perry said. Any idea on how to get rid of that last layer of belly fat to get my abs to show? Ooh. Oh, good question.
Yeah. A few different ways you could do it. You could. It depends on what your current diet is, though. And you could manipulate the diet. That could be either messing around with carbs or messing around with water as well.
Yep.
You could increase some HIIT training into your routine, burn more calories. It really depends what you're currently doing. It's about looking what you're doing and changing something.
Yeah. The other thing you want to consider is maybe your body doesn't want to burn that last little bit of fat. Okay. Maybe your body wants to hold on to it, and maybe you look better that way. in order to bring out the abs, there's two ways of doing it. You can either reduce your body fat, like you suggested, or you can actually thicken up the abs.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I did initially to get the six pack through.
Damn obvious abs.
Obvious abs.
Well, they are obvious. They're awesome
obvious
too, right?
abs. So I did sort of hanging leg raises, weighted cable crunches. Anything that you can't really do more than sort of 10 to 15 reps. So a lot of people will do crunches and they'll do like hundreds and hundreds of crunches, and that's good for certain purposes, but in order to thicken the abs up, really get to build the muscle mass, do strength based ab exercises, and it really thickens them up, and then they can actually then shine through. So even if I've got a slightly higher body fat, sometimes I can still get my abs to show through.
Have you guys beat up, who's that?
What does that say?
King Longshank yet? Well, he's a nothing to us, right?
He's a nobody.
And we'll just march in there,
nobody.
just slap him about. I want to see Stephen wearing nothing but his blue slippers he showed us.
Daniel, you said you were going to keep it clean and behave yourself.
He just went to town on it. He couldn't hold it anymore.
Who gets attention to people the most?
Who gets the attention to people the most?
Or from people the most? Do you mean Nicholas?
Yeah, you need to know. Let us know what you mean. Stick to damn plan, boys. Gotta go. Thanks for being there for all of us. Big furry hugs to you.
I've never had a furry hug before. Thanks, Dale. Take care, and we'll see you later. Playing with a bush.
I was considering putting it on my head and I looked at all the bugs underneath. I was like, nah, maybe not.
Nah.
Maybe not.
So we've still got 77 people on.
Yeah.
Our record's 200. I think we get to 200 when we start doing like the proper show, when it's all kind of structured.
Yeah.
So Rab has been on the case with some software. So at the moment we just kind of set up the camera,
Kind of like what we're doing now.
and away we go. Rab's been playing around with some software, and we're going to have an all singing, all dancing, Kilted Coaches Friday night show.
And then we'll have the show first, which will be a condensed kind of boom, 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 which will be live, and then we'll go off air and come straight back on for live Q&A. Now, the live Q&A will have whiskey, and it will get deleted, so you've got to tune in.
Yes, yeah.
Because when we have our whiskey, when we have multiple whiskies, it gets out of hand.
Yeah, what we've got to understand here is these videos that we make will be on the YouTube channel forevermore. So when we're having a few whiskies, we're not 100% sure that we actually want them to stay.
Yeah.
So if you want to have a few whiskies with us, you've got to tune into the live show, otherwise you will not get to see it. The show will stay.
Yeah, the show will stay.
The show will stay, so we're going to have roughly 30 minutes of a show, a live show, where we answer questions, we show you a few things, we have a laugh. And that's what we're looking for suggestions
some challenges in there as well.
And some challenges, yeah. So that's going to be really cool. It's going to be a little 30-minute show that will always be on the YouTube channel. You can tune in, you can rewatch it as much as you want. Yeah. We're going to cut it, we're going to come back online, and that's when we're going to have a few more whiskies, and we're going to have a good old laugh. Yeah. You have to tune in live for that.
Yeah. And yeah, there's no catch up on that one. Bring some good American bourbons.
Nah.
So the after hours party will be, what was that? Will be a live only event.
Live only event,
Stephen.
exactly, Stephen Perry. Be there or be square. I think that's the phrase that goes in.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mr. Terrific's offering us some Macallan if we go to New York City.
Happy days.
Getting bitten here.
No, we're getting eaten alive, aren't we?
What are some complimentary exercises for cyclists? Now, I would attack that question on two different fronts. One that's going to improve your cycling, and one that's going to counteract the cycling to improve your long-term health.
Yeah, because cycling's not weight bearing, and there's certain muscles that are not activated.
Yeah.
Or get imbalanced.
And any sport that you do, for instance, tennis. I use tennis as an example. There's always one-handed, right? Sometimes they'll do a double-handed. There's always one side. So one side of the body, I mean, ultimately they do twist both ways, but one hand always becomes stronger. So if you're looking for long-term health, long-term sort of posture and mobility and symmetry, then you really want to be evening up by trying to play tennis on the other side, maybe doing some unilateral kind of movements. And so cycling's exactly the same. You know, certain muscles like your hip flexors become rather tight because you're never really fully extending through the hips. So if it's just a hobby, I would say try and counteract that for your health. If you're competing, then forget about that and just try and do as many exercises as you can to then complement the cycling, which would be probably high intensity stuff.
You'd want to target the glutes as well, because that's a muscle that I've certainly noticed with any cyclists I work with. And the minute they get off the saddle and try and do anything else, their glutes don't fire and they end up with injuries.
You're sat on your backside the whole time.
Literally. No smoking or naked flames. 120% proof. Fire. What we got? Is walking a good way to lose weight, or just to maintain weight? It depends on your current level of fitness. It depends on your body weight, and it depends on how fast you walk. Because power walking, if you're fairly heavy, is good. If you've not been doing much exercise, then walking is always going to be great. If you're fairly fit, then although walking is good for sort of maintaining, it's not going to progress you. So it just depends on where you're at.
So they're saying, as you see, Madonna hired you as coaches, and you know she falls in love easily. I'm not too sure.
I don't know where you're going with that one.
I'm not too sure.
Have a little respect, guys. It must be somebody else.
Somebody, yeah. Eat more garlic. Midges hate it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm actually going to put my jacket on 2 seconds.
Oh well, I'm getting coffee. I'm getting chewed alive as well.
Oh, I've got a bit of a wasp on my jacket.
Perhaps someone sexy, tell them hey! Oh, bugger.
So, do you think I should put my jacket on? Look, can you see it?
It's William the Wasp!
Willy Wasp.
Freedom!
Can you just bugger off, please? Thank you.
Oh, he's not. Oh, he's just too. Is he off yet?
Oh, where did he go?
Don't know. I think he's waiting to find his friends. Like, you're doomed.
I think I am.
I think it fell down there.
I bloody hope he did.
Oh well, the perils of doing stuff in filming in the woods. There we are.
Doing stuff in the woods.
Did we get to see it over the weekend? No, not yet. But looking forward to it though. But yeah, we need to go and get that done, mate. You're busy this weekend, are you not?
I am busy this weekend.
Oh man down. I would say I'd go and watch it myself, but not that movie.
I would say Friday night would...
Yeah, after Strongman.
After Strongman might be a good shout.
Yeah, might need to go around by Dunfermline on the way home.
Ooh.
Aye.
Might be a good shout, actually.
We're out anyway, right? A bit crippled. Yeah, it does look good. It looks freaky deaky, but I think it'll be good.
I like a movie that affects me the way it should be. So if you're looking for like I'm not into like romance or anything like that, the romantic comedies.
You're not?
Nah.
Like a good rom-com.
I guess rom-coms. Romantic comedies are okay, but you get other ones that are kind of like But if I'm watching a movie, I want it to affect me the way it should be. So if you're watching like a horror movie, I want it to scare me. Like I want to be like, oh my god, rather than watching like, okay, this is not scaring me. I like this. If it's a comedy, I want it to make me laugh. If it's action, I want to be excited. So it looks good. Stephen's waiting on a certain movie that comes out in November. Hell yeah, I am, Stephen Perry. Do you know what he's talking about?
It's the new Thor,
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Cannot wait.
Hulk smash.
You guys. Oh well, thanks very much, Joey Gallen. Do you watch war movies? I do watch war movies. I really enjoy war movies.
What's your favourite war movie?
Favourite war? I like Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, it's quite realistic. It got awards for being realistic.
Yeah.
Right? What about Platoon?
Platoon.
See when Elias is running, they're in the chopper. He's like, oh.
Yeah, and it's the
Adagio for strings.
Adagio
that's
plays,
a brilliant piece of music.
Amazing. I still listen to it. It's actually on in the car.
Is it?
Yeah. I love it. I just watched We Were Soldiers, Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
That's pretty good as well.
What else? What about Full Metal Jacket?
Full Metal Jacket.
He could suck a golf ball through a garden hose. It's actually it's like two different movies. There's the training part to it, and then there's the main movie, isn't there? Hacksaw Ridge. That was really good. Have you seen that?
I've not seen Hacksaw Ridge. No.
It's based on true story.
Is it?
Yeah. He's a conscientious objector. The only conscientious objector to win the Medal of Honor, I think.
Oh, Rab covered up his biceps. Sniff, sniff. Dunkirk. I actually want to see Dunkirk. I've not seen it.
My man Tom Hardy's in that actually.
Oh, is he? Band of Brothers was okay. I wouldn't say it's fantastic.
That was a series, wasn't it?
Yeah. Ross from Friends was in it though, was he not?
Aye, that's
and
right.
after seeing him, I couldn't really take it seriously.
He
I
was like
kinda
an officer, wasn't he?
Yeah. I just remember the scene when he was having a go at people for not brushing their teeth long enough. That's kind of like, this is weird.
Yeah. American Sniper, that was a quality movie. Yeah. Although, do you know what I was disappointed about that was that, I got obsessed about things, and I, read a lot behind the scenes, and there was a lot of things, historical inaccuracies about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say historical, but about the main guy. I feel like, I mean, he's obviously a hero and did whatever, but there was apparently scenes. He claimed that he'd punched out Jesse Ventura in a pub, but Jesse was like, "Nah, that didn't happen." Like, and there was loads of things in his book and stuff like that. I don't know. It's one of these things.
Yeah.
But it was a shame actually, because that movie, it didn't show how he actually died.
No, I think they wanted to highlight his heroics rather than how he died, which is a bit of a damn shame.
But what was interesting was that they really tapped into his whole PTSD, when he was back. And I remember there's a scene where
he didn't fit in at home. He fit in. When he was at war, he knew how to live.
Yeah, and then when he was at home, but was there not something like, was he at the hospital and he's trying to get the nurse to help him? Is it not his baby's in the crib and it's crying and he's getting all worked up and his heart rate's going, and you got a real sense of like, holy shit, so he's not in a war zone now, but he's fired up he is.
And you know, like, PTSD aside, even just the military, it gets you into this way of living. So when I was in, like, you've got your standing orders, which is fine, but you got your daily orders. So every single morning you wake up, the night before, what time you got to parade. It's usually 8 o'clock. But then you got to be there at 7:45, so you've got to get up at a certain time. And then every morning you get up and say, right, what are we doing today? And it's on orders, right? So you're like, okay, this time you're doing this, you're parading here, you're doing this, you're doing that. You know what, which clothing that you need, which equipment you need. Everything is laid out for you every single day. You know what time meal times are, so your food's prepared for you, and everything, absolutely everything. And then you get guys who go one of two ways. You either get people who leave because they don't want to be told what to do anymore, which is what I did. Okay, I didn't want to be told what to do anymore. I wanted to live my own life. And you get other people who end up leaving but have no idea how to take care of themselves. And that's without PTSD. It's just like they literally get up and like, I don't know what to do. And they just can't get their head around looking after themselves and giving themselves the orders. Mm-hmm. And then you put PTSD on top of that, and you've got a whole, I don't know what phrase I'm looking for there. You've got a whole
kettle of fish.
Let's call it a kettle of fish.
A kettle of fish.
Last Man Standing.
That's Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm sure.
Yep. No. Is it?
Last Man Standing. I'm sure it's him. He's a sheriff in the town, is he not? Is that not right? He's a sheriff in the old town, and
that's the Last Stand. Last Man Standing, I'm pretty sure is Bruce Willis.
It is actually, yeah.
Yeah, that you're talking about the Last Stand.
I was thinking the Last Stand when they're building that bridge over for the drugs, right?
Never thought of going to the military. What type of exercise could I do with me having Parkinson's?
Ooh.
Fortunately, we're not really experts on Parkinson's. I've never come across it. No. I would say seek the advice from a trained professional in your area that can come and they can monitor you as you exercise. Getting advice from us is not your.
Remember, the old boy used to come into the gym. He used to be on weights, but I don't know what his actual program was. I just used to chat away to him.
Yeah.
He did so much to try and counteract it. No idea.
Music preferences?
Bit of everything, really.
Bit of everything.
Bit of everything.
I like sort of anything with good lyrics. I don't like sort of just beaty music and crap lyrics, or no lyrics at all. I don't like it.
Aloha from Hawaii.
I'd love to go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
It just looks like heaven, doesn't it?
Or
is that West Virginia?
That's funny. Yeah. Annie Lennox, can't go wrong with a bit of Annie Lennox.
Yeah, I like Annie Lennox. Anyway, this is drying up, so I think we should maybe shoot it.
Yep. So we're going to rock off now. We've got our live Q&A tomorrow night.
Yeah. So please come and say hi. Whole other kettle of fish.
It's origins of phrases. Sometimes I look them up.
Yeah.
I'm usually fascinated. More often than not, I use them in the wrong circumstances.
We had a phrase in the army, and I remember because I do often kind of just say like, where the hell did that come from? And the phrase in the army was like, job's a fish. And I used to say to guys, like, what do you mean the job's a fish? What are you talking about? Like, job's a fish. Like, like they would say if, like say for instance, your job was to fix the digger and make sure it's all kind of up and running. So you can go, you do a bit of fault finding, you get it all fixed, and then we get it all done, it's up and running, great, and say, job's a fish. You're like, why is the job a fish? The job was a digger. Nothing to do with a fish. If your job was to, I don't know, gut and clean out a fish and cook it, then you say job's a fish. And it was a fish, but yeah. And the guys had no idea where it came from.
The whole 9 yards from you guys. Right, we're gonna love you and leave you all, and see you tomorrow night because we're all getting cold now.
Yep. Yes, do that, Stephen Perry. How old was I when I left the army? I think I was 22. Yeah, I think I was 22. Right, we're gonna go.
Right, alrighty, and
we will love you and leave you.
Night.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Oh.